Hello everybody, this is Captcha. My house is over there. I am across the river, and look what I just found. I was going to go cut down some wood before I started recording, and I came across this. A ravine. That's cool. There's a ravine so close to my house and I didn't even know it. That is weird. There's also some odd caves around here. Yeah. So, because I had problems uploading some of that video, last time, there was a bit in the beginning where I mentioned a stilt house project. Not sure if you caught that, but I did mention it, and I had talked more about that, before, but it got lost. With a lot of other recording. You didn't really miss much. I died of, because I was too stupid to bring food with me, basically. I decided I don't want to do hardcore anymore because I die too often. And, I started this world. There's a lot of iron over here. Then again, there's a lot of iron everywhere, since 1.8. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Stilt house. Right. When I spawned here, it's a swamp biome, and I said, I like swamp biomes because one time I was in a swamp biome, and I made a house on stilts, like they do in some swampy areas in like Southern America or places like that. And basically it was just, you know, like fence post. I think it was a 10 by 10 area. And it was really cool. It was it's like way up high in the sky, and you climb a ladder to get up there, and I played swamp ambiance in the background from YouTube, and some banjo music, and it was really relaxing and cool. How did I get over here? Oh, right, the bridge over there. Huh. I'm stupid sometimes. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. And I would like to do that again this time. Build a stilt house, that is. So, in order to do that I need a lot of wood, and I was gonna, oh shit, I was gonna gather some wood off camera here, until I saw this ravine. Also, aren't these weird, these little green spots? It's like, I guess it's a part of the river? Or something? These swamps really don't blend well. I know it's been commented on a lot, but they do not blend well with other biomes. Like, the water is darker in swamps, and the grass is darker, and the trees are darker, and, like, look over here, these vines over here are green, and these ones right here are dark green. It's weird. I'm gonna say it's weird. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of video problems. Let me just start actually cutting trees down here while I talk. I've been having a lot of video problems lately, and mostly it has to do with the aspect ratio of the videos, which, if you don't know what that is, aspect ratio is basically the ratio of how many pixels there are in length to how many pixels there are in width. Normal recording would record at 4:3 aspect ratio, but YouTube has an odd aspect ratio. I believe it's 9:16, and it's widescreen is why it does that, and apparently they changed this like a year ago, where they used to have it at 4:3, but now it's at 9:16. And I heard that when you record in full screen on Minecraft, you get all kinds of different aspect ratios depending on what size your screen is, right? But if you do it minimized, or not minimized, but regular default window size, that is 9:16. So that's what I'm trying now, but I don't think that's the only problem. There's a creeper down there. Didn't I say I was going to cut down some trees? Dang, I get distracted easily. Anyway, I don't think that's the only problem. I think it might also have to do with the import settings of Adobe Premiere Elements. I keep forgetting the name of that program because it's so weird. Premiere Elements. That has nothing to do with video. Yeah, but I think it has something to do with the import settings, rather than the export settings, which is basically all I've had control over for a little bit here. Because it likes to import videos and immediately compress them to the size that it wants. I forget exactly what it is, but I think it is a 4:3 ratio. So when I try to export it as a 16 or 9:16 ratio, 16:9, I forget what direction the numbers go in, but when I try to export it as that, it stretches the pixels a whole lot. And if you watch my videos, it's really noticeable if you watch it 480p on full screen. You can definitely see that there's some serious issues, and mostly with motion. Like if I stand still, it'll usually clear up sometimes, but if I start moving, it'll be all weird, and I think that might have to do with the actual recording settings. But I looked at Fraps and I didn't see anywhere in which to change those settings. So I don't know, I'm just gonna try right now. I'm gonna try recording it in the normal default size window, and we'll see how it goes. If anybody knows anything about Adobe Premiere Elements, then contact me, because I would like to know how to fix this. And the videos are still watchable, which I'm thankful for, but it's just, it doesn't look good at all. It's not full screen, it doesn't take up the entire YouTube window, and it's really grainy, and like the pixels are stretched, and I don't like it. So I'd like to look a little more professional, you know, and in order to do that, I have to figure out this aspect ratio. Yeah, the Stilt House project is going to be entirely out of wood, in case you haven't noticed. That's why I keep saying I need to get a bunch of wood for it. Because stilts are made out of fence posts, which are made out of wood. There's also a porch area that I'm going to make that has a half slab awning, and also going to make a bunch of like chairs and tables and things out of wooden stairs and wooden pressure plates and fence posts. And yeah, and what I like to do is just sit up there and get a fishing pole and just fish for the entire night, and just have like swamp noises in the background, and I'll probably do that on video for you as soon as I actually do this, which I'm mostly just dawdling around right now for some reason. I guess I should, and this is the third time I've said this, I should really just get to work on harvesting this wood, but I'm talking at the same time and I get distracted with my own thoughts. And yeah, but I'll get around to it. Let's see, my house is over there, the sun is about to set. I'll get one more tree before I have to go to bed, that is. And I've said before, my problem with making big houses is that you never live in them, and that's probably true, but I guess the whole point of Minecraft is to build something, so that's sort of a silly argument. I'm not a big fan of building for the sake of building. I like to have a purpose for everything. Yeah, so basically I'm going to build the stilt house in this area here where it's sort of shallow. And I like it in swamps when the trees are slightly submerged in water, but it doesn't seem to be happening here, unfortunately. I could make it happen, I'm sure. Even if it's just like digging out this stuff, but yeah, I really like it when that happens in swamps. It looks cool. Okay. Let's make some wood. And I know I already have quite a bit of wood, so that's something else. I wonder why it does this thing with my mouse where it's the, oh, it's back. I don't know, it's weird when it does that. Alright, so what I need to do, I don't remember how tall I want to make it. Probably dimensions should be 10 by 10. It's usually big enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's going to be plenty big enough, 10 by 10. I tend to make my creations a little too small usually, which is a weird problem to have, but, well, I guess it's not too weird, because, I mean, resources are hard to collect, so, you know, you want to make things as efficient as possible, and that means making them small, but for the purposes of building, that doesn't really hold true. Let me sleep here, and then we can get to the work of building a stilt house. How tall do I want to make it? I think I want to make it about 5 tall. So fences are made of sticks. So let's make a bunch of sticks. So if it's 5 tall, that's going to be 5 times 4 for the 4 corners of the house, which is going to be 20, so I've already made plenty. I've made more than enough already. But there's also going to be a couple more for, you know, the awning and things like that. But I don't really need to worry about that for now. I need to get the base of the house built. Let's get this spider right here. Yeah, there he is. Nice. I got a spider eye. It's good for poison. And that's one thing changed in, I think, 1.9 pre-release 4 is that you can make potions you can make throwable potions, and they can shoot out of dispensers too, which is cool. And that makes poison potions useful, because then you can defend your house with it, or, you know, throw it at enemies. Let's get this into there. My frame rate, Fraps says, just dropped in half. It was at 60 and now it's at 30. That worries me. If you see any change in quality in the video, that would be why. Interesting. Alright, so where do I want to build this thing? I kind of want to block it out first, say 10 by 10. I don't want it to be really close to the shore, because that just defeats the purpose of having a stilted house. So there's one. Or, yeah, let's see. The platform's going to be 10 by 10, so I want it to be, yeah, counting from the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Now then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oops, 9, 10. Right there. Oops. Also, there's lily pads, which weren't there last time I made a house. Alright, let's see if I counted right before. These are in line. Yeah. Perfect.